One big reason why not them is what happened to Conley. Greg losing him in the playoffs last year was the biggest adversity they went through. Can you make a case that it just made them tougher, or did it really take something out of them?
You know, Kevin, it's really hard to say. A tough break, obviously, losing Mike, and I mean that literally as well. But their problems did set them back, and maybe they can be just as good as anybody else, but until they are, they're going to have some issues.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the 2 is Lee with Allen at the 3. Marc Gasol is out there with Green, and it's Chalmers in at the point guard position. Mike Conley's checked in for Memphis. Irving for 3. Allen with the rebound. Well, when you think about perimeter defense, to me, Clark, it's Tony Allen. He is the poster boy for that. He'll go out of his way to remind you he's a first-team all-defensive player as well. He can back up everything he says.
Yeah, and nobody works harder. I mean, he gets up into you, even on the ball. He can...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Moving it up. The kick out to LeBron, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Let's now take a look at some league leaders with the rundown of the best passing big men in the NBA over the past month. Second is Marc Gasol.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Zach Randolph's checked in for Gasol. Barnes comes in for Tony Allen. And it's Carter in for Courtney Lee. Kicks it out to James. And that one is hammered home.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
Green dishes to Conley. Memphis moving it around. Green, the screen. The 3, 5 to shoot. Conley's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 8. The drive by James. The lead pushed to double digits. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
That's outstanding hang-time improvisation right there. You know, Dave Yeager, the coach for the Grizzlies, has really become a big-name coach quite quickly. You know, he's worked his way up the Memphis coaching ladder, and he's had a ton of success early on in his career.
Mario Chalmers, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. The dish to Carter. Right side, Randolph. Here's Green. It's blocked.
And with the time left, they still can go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to do it fast. They must hurry from here.
And the success we've been mentioning with Coach Dave Yeager. He was the second fastest active coach to get to 100 wins.
And Kevin made his way in terms of coaching, started in the D-League and other minor leagues before becoming an assistant with the Grizzlies. And really was the architect, if you will, of the defense that his team is so well known for. He's done a lot for this franchise and looks to be on track to become their winningest coach ever.
Smith with a wide open look. No good on the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Out to Carter. 3-pointer. That's good. Chalmers has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now the feed to Shumpert. Passes it to LeBron. And the first half.
Kevin with
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 17 points and 2 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland? And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, they're losing the battle on the boards. And when you're struggling to stay in the game, a few extra rebounds either way can make the difference. Because rebounds equal possessions, and possessions can equal extra points. They need to come out in the second half with the mindset that every rebound is theirs.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Amon Shumpert is out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Grizzlies trail by 9. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Smith kicks to Irving. Stolen by Allen. Outside Conley. Back to Allen. Poked away. It's taken away by Smith. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And finished off by LeBron.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
With the pass. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley left side. No good from outside.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Just 5 on the clock. The drive by Shumpert. Rejected by Randolph. Nobody near Irving. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The drive by James. That is good. LeBron's got 7 points for the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Pass to Shumpert. Thompson in the corner. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Some changes for Memphis. Jeff Green is checked in for Randolph. Barnes comes in for Tony Allen. And it's Chalmers in for Mike Conley. But they'll get another chance. The drive by James, and he banks in the layup. James has got 26.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off? and still get the finish.
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
And stolen by Chalmers. Throws it up high. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Lee.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Irving for 3, and he gets the bucket. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
That will count. Off target with that shot. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. The Cavaliers leading by 10. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. They've got Matt Barnes. Carter is out there with Chalmers. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Green in at the 4.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Carter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Grizzlies. Irving passes to Thompson. Kicks it out to James. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. It's 2-on-1. Knocked away. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. It's stolen by Green. Smith, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate our top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Conley for 3. Memphis the rebound. Here's Gasol. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. J.R. Smith picks one up.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
LeBron dishes to Irving. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 8 to the paint. Here's Allen, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. Back to Irving. Feeds to Shumpert. Kicks it out to LeBron, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And stolen by LeBron. To the middle. Stolen by Allen. Lee kicks to Conley. Throws it up high. And Lee with the stuff.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
And with the game literally hanging in the balance, a play like that is an igniter. That's where momentum can become a game changer.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He's got 26 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
You know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And here's Conley outside. It's hauled in by LeBron.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Here's Gasol. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Amon Shumpert. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 40. .2% mark in the quarter.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the schneid. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Cavaliers.
Looks that way, Steve. And Clark, what an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they definitely had a huge edge, and that's in their DNA. To push the pace and to apply pressure from an offensive standpoint. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are exactly the kind of games they can play.
That's fun basketball to watch,
It
too,
sure is. It sure is.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And talk about applying pressure to an opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 more games left to play on their year against the Grizzlies.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for LeBron James. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And Zach Randolph gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. One is situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. He's perfect from the line this time. Chalmers with it. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well. This whole season, I got back to what I know I'm capable of doing, and that's having fun with this game and, just believing in myself and my teammates. So I'm happy to be in a good place.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.